Hello dear Madridistas. Before we start the video, subscribe to support the channel, and stay until the very end to get all the information. Sunday evening, at the heart of the legendary Santiago Bernabeu, it wasn't just a football match, it was a war. A battle of pride, survival, and dominance. And in this war, Real Madrid refused to die. Even better, they decided to send a chilling message to all of Europe. This Real never falls. Because yes, let's be clear, even brutal, those who thought Real Madrid was finished, that this team would collapse in the final sprint of La Liga, have just received a monumental slap. A resounding smack. A demonstration of character that only this club can produce. And the victim, none other than their eternal rival, Atletico de Madrid, crushed 3-2 in a breathtaking, cruel, almost inhuman derby. From the very first seconds, the atmosphere was electric. Over 80,000 fans in full frenzy, tension palpable, almost suffocating. And yet, against all odds, it was Diego Simeone's men who struck first. Atletico, true to their DNA, aggressive, disciplined, almost cynical, took control of the match with surgical precision. Every duel was a battle, every ball a matter of life or death. Then, the thunderclap, a quick opening goal. The Bernabeu froze. Silence. Bewilderment. Real Madrid was behind. At home. Yes, behind. And at that exact moment, a terrifying question arose. Could it really be over? Because it must be said, this Real Madrid was not at its best. No Thibaut Courtois. No Eder Militao. No Ferland Mendy. No Rodrigo. And even worse, Kylian Mbappé on the bench at kick-off. Yes, you heard that correctly. The player meant to be the face of the Madrid project, left aside in the most important match. A bold choice. A risky choice. A choice made by Álvaro Arbeloa. And at that moment, many doubted. Many criticized. Many thought it was a monumental mistake. But football is never an exact science. The first half was a nightmare for Real. Stifled, dominated, pushed around. Atletico seemed more prepared, hungrier. And on the other side, the merengues seemed to be chasing something invisible. An identity, a revolt, a spark. Then came half-time. That moment when everything can change. That moment when great clubs write their legend. And when Real Madrid returned to the pitch, it was no longer the same team. From the first minutes, you could feel a change. A new intensity, a rage, an almost violent determination. Then, the moment that changed everything. Brahim Diaz drifts into the box. Contact. Fall. The referee points to the penalty spot. Explosion in the stadium. The ball is placed. The silence is heavy. Very heavy. Vinícius Júnior steps up. And there, he doesn't falter. Strike. Goal. 1-1. The Bernabeu erupts. Literally. Like a volcano in eruption. And at that very moment, everyone knew, the match had entered another dimension. Real Madrid was back. And when Real is back, it becomes dangerous. Very dangerous. A few minutes later, the finishing blow seemed to arrive. Real takes the lead. 2-1. A lightning comeback. A demonstration of resilience. Proof that this club respects no logic, no rules. But Atletico was not dead. And that's when this derby went completely insane. In the 66th minute, Julián Álvarez, in full flow, delivers a perfect pass. An offering. And Nahuel Molina bursts in. Strike. Goal. 2-2. Silence again. Then tension. An unbearable tension. Because now, it was no longer just about winning. It was about surviving. Every minute felt like an eternity. Every action could be the last. Bodies were exhausted, minds under pressure, but nobody gave up. Nobody. And then, the moment arrived. That moment only great clubs can create. That moment when destiny chooses its side. Real Madrid pushes. Again, and again, and again. And finally, the third goal. 3-2. The stadium explodes. A detonation. A shockwave. Total liberation. Real Madrid had just broken Atletico in a cruel, almost brutal scenario. A victory won with guts, with heart, with an almost inhuman determination. And this success is not just a success. It's a message sent to all of La Liga, starting with FC Barcelona. Because yes, before this match, Barca had a 4-point lead. A comfortable margin, a position of strength. But after this match, nothing is certain, because this Real Madrid is capable of anything, even the impossible. We must also talk about the unsung heroes. Andriy Lunin, solid under pressure, replacing an absent Thibaut Courtois. On the other side, Juan Musso also delivered a brave performance in an infernal context. And then, the choices, the decisions, the bets, leaving Kylian Mbappe on the bench, trusting Brahim Diaz, keeping a weakened but fighting team. Alvaro Arbeloa took risks, big risks, but tonight, he won. And in football, only one thing matters: winning. This Madrid derby will remain as one of the most intense in recent years. A match where everything came together: tension, twists, drama, heroism. A match that reminds us of a simple truth, almost unsettling for some: Real Madrid is never dead. Never. And if you still think this team can't fight for the title, then you haven't understood anything. Because this Real Madrid is writing something. Something big. Something dangerous. Something inevitable. Thank you for watching the video. I'm counting on you to subscribe and share.